Beautiful. Very excited to be here tonight. We've got an incredible show coming up and a big surprise, a world premiere, my friends, coming up before too long towards the end of the show, a world premiere. But let's get right down to it. Here we are, Teaching Challenging Kids 102. It's not 101 anymore, my friends. It's 102. We're going to talk about the practice cards tonight. And my friends, if you have a question, text in the question. Pay attention to the answers from the names in red. Those are our whole brain teaching gurus. This is perfect for multitaskers. Watch the video, look at the slides, listen to me, Chris Biffle, Coach B, and text in your questions at the same time. Here we go. Great program for you tonight. Lesson 2, Practice Cards, brought to you by WholeBrainTeaching.com. Who else? Well, here's our two friends, Biffy Bluebird. What if someone wants a copy of these slides or professional development credit, Coach? Well, Biffy, that's a great question. It's always great to see you. Great to see you too, Coach. What's your brother have to say about this, Biffy? It's Bobby Bluebird. Easy breezy. Details are at the end of the program. Thank you, Bobby. You're welcome, Coach. Folks, this is program 523. Remember that number. Stencil it on your arm. I will come back to that number later, but this is only if you want professional development credit or a copy of these slides. Now let's jump right down to it. Whole Brain Teaching Overview. Here is the marvelous wonderland of whole brain teaching. And I said wonderland, and my friends, I meant wonderland. It's the big picture. Some ways we're this century's Montessori. We just cover the whole ground. K to 14. I'm a former college teacher for 40 years. Generated this with my colleagues in elementary and middle school. We just went after every problem that teachers have, and we designed this monumental system, and it's all free. I'd like you to text in right now and tell us how much you love all free. Let's go back and look at that big picture. The daily classroom teaching techniques we've covered over the last 6 or 7 weeks. It's right here on your left. See, I'm spinning my cursor there. And now our year-long classroom management system, level 1 scoreboard. We've covered that. St. James, I'm glad to see you here. Susan, I'm sorry you weren't able to get to our Florida conferences, but you know what? It's great to have you here, Susan St. James. Now, the year-long classroom management system starts at level 1 with scoreboard. We've covered that. Now let's look at level 2, practice cards. Notice there's lots of levels. Let me just explain the notion of levels. My friends, if you've taught any time at all, you know one of the great sad truths of teaching. You've got a system. Oh yeah, you've designed it all summer. And you hit August, you hit September, and my goodness, it works great. Come November or December is dead wood. You know what I'm saying? Dead wood. Starts good, goes downhill fast. That's why you need a level system like a video game. Oh, they're doing good on this level. Now here comes this level. Now here comes this level. We want you to stay at level 1 scoreboard at least till Thanksgiving, ideally until Christmas. If you can do that, you got 5 more levels after Christmas, which is the hard time to teach. So, think of classroom management as a leveled scoreboard game. Here we are, level 2, practice cards. Now let's look at the picture a little more carefully. Level 3 is the Guff Counter. That's coming next week. What's the Guff Counter? It stops backtalk. You know, my friends, I probably should have warned you at the top of the broadcast. Have the oxygen cylinder handy. You're going to take a whiff. We've had too many people, my friends, pass out from delight. And I've told you time and time and time again, there's a 3D effect. Do not watch these shows unless you've got on loose-fitting shoes. Why do you need loose-fitting shoes? Because these programs will blow your socks off, my friends. Yes, they will blow your socks off. So please, loose-fitting shoes, or better yet, barefoot. Don't hurt anyone with a flying sock. Let's get back to it. Now, next week is the Guff Counter stops back talk. Level 4 breaks up challenging rebel cliques. You got 4 or 5 kids who are driving you crazy? We'll show you what to do in 2 weeks. The bullseye game, level 5, for the most challenging kids, the ones who are independent of all penalty and peer pressure. And then, for good measure, the agreement bridge. That's when you need long-term counseling in little short bits with the toughest of the tough kids. All right, here we go. Now let's take a look at our next slide. Here's one of my teaching friends. Golly, I've used the scoreboard with amazing results for several months. How will practice cards help? And there's Biffy Bluebird. You'll notice his voice is a little bit similar to the voice we just heard because we're all close relatives here at Whole Brain Teaching. The scoreboard is for your class as a whole. Practice cards address individual behavior. Let's hit that point right now real hard. You use the scoreboard to adjust and attend to the class as a whole. If you don't know what the scoreboard is, I'll show you lots of information about it online, but you've got to text in at the end of the program to remind me. So you've got the scoreboard going for weeks and weeks and weeks. Then it's time to talk about Susie and Johnny and Juan and Tamika and Joe, those individual kids, individual behavior. That's why you tuned in tonight, isn't it? You've got a Susie. You may even have a Sam. Yes. Here we go. Practice cards, my friends. Here's what you do. You come in one day with a card pocket chart. Each kid has a number. Of course, you probably got more than 8 kids in your class, so card pocket chart, 1 pocket for each student. What's next? Here's what's next. We have 5 rules, and these rules cover everything. Rule 1, follow directions quickly. Rule 2, raise your hand for permission to speak. Let's just see the gestures with these, my friends. We've had a whole show on the rules. Rule 1, follow directions quickly. Rule 2, raise your hand for permission to speak. Rule 3, slightly new gesture, raise your hand for permission to leave your seat. Walk your fingers out your arm. Rule 4, make smart choices. And Rule 5, keep your dear teacher happy. 5 rules covers everything. So you're going to go in, look at the graphic again. You're going to go in with a stack of white practice cards. Some of the cards are for Rule 1. Some of the cards are for Rule 2. Some of the cards are for Rule 3. And I welcome online Deb Weigel, veteran instructor, full force whole brain teacher and trainer. And pay attention to what Deb and Budsley and Nancy have to say tonight. So, now you're talking along and Sam is a little bit slow. He's been slow for months, my friends. He's a little slow. You take a Rule 1 card and put it in Sam's pocket. And Susie is also, you know what? She's blurted out again. She's not raising her hand for permission to speak. You give her a Rule 2 card. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, you're teaching along. You've got a violation of a rule. You've been covering the rules forever. You take a rule card, you put it in the pocket, and you keep right on going. The pocket is your memory device. It's your accountant. It keeps track of who did what. You see that? That's beautiful already, my friends. Now, next slide. What is the white card penalty? Listen, a student spends 2 minutes at each recess and lunch silently rehearsing the rule gesture. Let's just stop there. So what happens to Sam? Sam is slow again. We're not angry at Sam. Being angry at Sam just makes him slower. We say, Sam, well, I'm not mad at you, my friend, but to be a great tennis player, you got to practice. To be a great student, you got to practice. Sam, 2 minutes at recess, you're going to be doing this. Remember, it's rule 1. He makes the gesture over and over again for 2 minutes. Friends, do this, will you? Make that gesture for 30 seconds and see how it feels. If one arm gets tired, use the other arm. It's wonderful for kids to practice that rule. Now, a note goes home informing the parents about the rule that needs additional practice. A white card stays in the pocket 1 extra day unless the note comes back signed from home. So, remember, we are months into our classroom management system. We've been talking about the rules 4 or 5 times a day. We rehearse the rules morning, after each recess, after lunch. Now, we're still having a problem, and we will. They're not robots. They're energetic kids. We're still having a problem with following directions quickly, with raising our hand for permission to speak, with raising our hand for permission. We're still having problems with that. White card, 2 minutes of practice of the rules silently, and then a note goes home. And the note says, you can find it online, the note says, please help me. I've been having problems with rule, and it's circled. Give me some extra practice time at home. And then the note comes back. Now, listen to me. Give me some text. I'm going to take some California Clear because I'm going to give you a scenario here that when we do this, and we've done this in front of thousands of teachers, the teachers just go, oh, that's beautiful. Get ready for the, oh, that's beautiful moment. If you've got questions, text them in. I'm going to take a shot of straight California Clear. Here's to you, my friends, wherever you are. Now, here's the deal. Listen to me. Hands and eyes. You've got some kids, and you know them. Their parents are space cases. In fact, you got kids that don't even have parents. They got wacky guardians. They've got their Uncle Mo, who's in and out of jail. And Aunt Dooley, who's whacked out all the time, and that's when she's doing well. So what do we do with these kids? We want to send a white note home. We know that white note is not going to get to anyone. Get ready for the beautiful moment. We assign that child an on-campus parent. You see that? The kid takes the note to the on-campus parent, another teacher, and that person is the surrogate adult responsible parent in their life. It may be the best relationship with an adult that kid will ever have. And that surrogate parent, that other teacher, loves to do this because they haven't had to put up with Sam all day. They're not in a scolding relationship. They get a chance to do what we all want to do. What we all want to do is change little lives. So that's what we do when a kid doesn't have a responsible parent at home. You see the beauty of that? Give me a, oh, that's beautiful. Come on, I'm waiting. Now, let's keep going. A couple of points. No student ever receives more than 2 white cards per day. If 2 white cards doesn't change them, 4 is not going to. It's daily, daily, daily. So don't break their backs. You are in a long-term reform project for this poor kid. Fernando, you contact the parent if you know the parent's responsible. As the year progresses, practice time may be increased to 3 or even in the spring 4 minutes per card. If the student refuses to practice, then it's 2 minutes my way or 4 minutes your way. We do have students like this. So Sam says to us, and Sam incidentally is our universal name for a challenging kid, Sam or Samantha, it's all Sam. Sam says to us, I talked to my dad, when I did happen to see him, and my dad said, Sam, you don't have to practice. You're a little man. You do what you want to do. And so the teacher says, Sam, thank you. I respect that. You can do it 2 minutes my way, or sit there for 4 minutes your way. You decide, Sam. You see, that's what's beautiful about whole brain teaching. I wish you could see this. We got a big back pocket. We've heard from those Sams for over a decade. We've dealt with those troubled parents. We've got a comeback. Oh yeah, we've always got a comeback. Now, we're not done. We are not done. Weeks pass by, and then it's time for what? Purple cards. Yeah, purple cards. Now, what's the deal with purple cards? Check it out. You've got the same 5 rules, but now you have a stack of purple cards with rule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each one. And you know what, my friends? I'm sure you're way ahead of me right now. When a kid does something great, we're weeks in the semester. Sam finally follows directions slightly faster than a snail. I mean, he gets his book out and kind of starts thumbing through it. Sam, my friend, purple card for you. So you give purple cards to reward for excellent behavior. Now you might want to say to me, well, what about Sarah? She's good all the time. Aren't we going to do something for her? We've been doing something for Sarah all year long. Whenever the class needs a little boost and we see Sarah doing good, we put a mark on the scoreboard and say, everybody, this is a mark for you from Sarah. So we've been rewarding those good kids and getting them class recognition for their good behavior. Also, we've been using the Super Improvers Wall. Check the Super Improvers Wall out. But you know what? Only one subject per seminar. Let's go back. Now, purple practice cards are placed in pockets as rewards for following a rule. A note goes home informing parents about how well their student is following the rule. Isn't that beautiful? Now, here's what the bluebirds say on Bluebird Planet. Purple cards are only added after weeks of white cards. Students will never get a purple card note and a white card note the same day. For challenging kids, the purple card should be awarded immediately the first time an important rule is being followed and intermittently thereafter. A purple card cancels a white card. Let's get that straight. Now, my friends, you gave Sam a white card, and then he followed directions quickly, and you give him a purple card. Let it sink in for a while, but at the end of the day, you pull the purple and you pull the white. A purple cancels a white cancels a purple. We're not going to be sending notes home that says, Sam was good. No, he wasn't. Purple cancels a white. One more white than a purple, white goes home. One more purple than a white, purple goes home. Tie score, nothing goes home. Sam, you at least didn't get another note home. Now, my friends, this is a big point. Hands and eyes. Don't shoot from the hip with the white cards. Don't white card a kid because you lost control of your emotions. You plan every day who's going to get that white card. You know it. And when they're going to get it. Be strategic. You've only got 2 white cards. So is it good to give Sam a white card in the morning and then another one after second recess? Don't be wacky and give him 2 white cards before first recess. You got nowhere else to go with Sam. Be strategic. Plan ahead. Let your reason control your emotions. Does that sound weird? Philosophers in Western civilization have been only saying that for 2,500 years. No, it doesn't sound weird. It's seeped into the consciousness of everybody across the world. Now, a really long time passes. A really long time. It might be time for green cards. Here is the beauty of the system if it's dawning on you now. Notice how it can be drawn out and out and out. Just when kids are getting accustomed to the white cards, purple cards. So using scoreboard plus white plus purple. When they've become accustomed to the purple cards, it might be time for green cards. Well, what is a green card, my friend? Let me tell you what a green card is. Oh, here's a good teacher question. Wait a second. How long is long? That's what we want to know, isn't it? Isn't that what you want to know? What week do we give the purple cards in? When do we start the green cards? One answer is use them as long as you can. If you can get through the year just on the scoreboard, thank the heavens. If you can get through on the scoreboard on the white card, wonderful. Go as long as you can. But here's the real answer. This is the answer to all of the timekeeping problems. I know you've tuned in just for this. Listen to what the birds say. Here's the answer to all your questions. When should you do what? Here's the answer. It's your classroom. That's the answer. You do it when you decide to. You're the professional. You know your kids. You're going to make some mistakes. It's okay. You'll be better next year. Here's one of the glories of teaching. It's what I loved about teaching. I got to start over every semester. You have to wait a year. Clean slate, new relationships. Wow, I can do it better this time. That's one of the great glories of teaching. So it's your classroom. You start when you think you should start. Now, green cards are given to individual students for them to tally mark each time they follow a particular rule. Some students need practice following a rule when they're in class, not simply rehearsing the rule gesture at recess. Tell your student you will look at her tally marks at the end of the day to decide if she should get a white note, a purple note, or simply encouragement to do better the next day. Green cards involve self-monitoring positive behavior. Here's the thing. This is what Sam needs. Sam profits from practice, but he needs to practice in the lively situation of the classroom. So we've scoreboarded him, we've white carded him, we've purple carded him. We're now into the spring. We give him a green card on his desk. The green card is rule 2 because that's a rule Sam's having problems with. Sam, whenever you raise your hand for permission to speak, you put a tally mark on that green card. And then I'll look at the green card at the end of the day. Don't say to Sam, if you get 15 tally marks, I'll give you a piece of gum. First of all, we're not giving away gum or anything like that. But don't guarantee Sam a this for that. Keep it loose. Figure out what Sam needs at the end of every day. Green card the next day. A little practice with you. Maybe you playing the role of Sam. Or purple card. Or you don't need the green card the next day. The green card is an open-ended device for you to use as you see fit, which is exactly what we need. Too many classroom management systems are straitjackets. Kid does this, you've got to do that. But what if he doesn't quite do this? Then do you not quite do that? This is not a straitjacket system. Why? Because it was designed by teachers in the trenches, not some yahoos up on top of the tippy top of an ivory tower. This was designed by people in the trenches who tried this day in and day out and polished it till it's this glowing jewel. 10 years of polishing, baby. That's why this stuff works. Yes, you do specify the rule. You tell Sam what rule he's going to be working on. Sam, he can ask a neighbor as well. Now, I love the questions you're asking. And here's my online teacher friends. We don't quite get the green cards. I notice the questions are saying we don't quite get the green cards. Let's go over it again. The green cards are not introduced until weeks, even months, after using the white and purple cards. No reward is guaranteed for any number of tally marks. This gives the teacher flexibility in assessing student progress. In actual practice, in schools across America, green cards are very rarely needed. But it's great to know you have a big back pocket. If a student doesn't reliably tally her green card, another student may be used as the tally marker. Yes, my friends, it is such a powerful, flexible system. Now, here's a great question. How are practice cards related to the scoreboard? See, that's Ms. Linenthal, and she has, kind of an unusual voice. Ms. Linenthal, good to see you.
Good to see you, Coach, but hey, let's get to the question. How are practice cards related to the scoreboard?
My friends, would you like to talk to Ms. Linenthal? If you give me a question and Ms. Linenthal knows, I'll have her answer it for you. All right, here's the answer to your question, Ms. Linenthal. The scoreboard is for your class as a whole. Practice cards address individual behavior. When you're ready to start practice cards, simply write level 2 under the scoreboard. Gosh, so exciting! Your class is just like a video game. Let's go back to that video game analogy again. Our kids need stimulation. They're getting all kinds of stimulation everywhere but the classroom. Set up the classroom as an unexpectedly surprising experience. When you put level 2 on the board, I guarantee you they're going to ask, what's level 3? When they ask level 3, here's what we say. They're eating out of your hand. They can't wait. They're hooked. Yes, and we can have joyful teaching if they're asking, what's level 3? Now here's Miss Linenthal. Her first name is Marge.
Golly, I think I get it, or my name isn't Marge. White cards, practice a rule. Purple card, reward for following a rule. Green card, self-monitoring positive behavior.
Miss Linenthal, you've got it.
Thank you, Coach. I usually do get it, Coach. It's just reviewing for the people out there.
Miss Linenthal, very, very generous of you. Here's Bobby Bluebird. It's Biffy Bluebird. Tell me at school. And there's no punishment in the whole system. Kids don't follow a rule. They just need more white card practice. When they're doing a great job with a rule, drop a purple card on them. If they need more in-class focus, give them a green card to track their great behavior. Yes, my friends, and so you see the glory of the system. Here are my 3 online colleagues. Gosh, practice cards are so simple, they're scary. It might take months to get to green cards. No more marbles in a jar. Is this teaching heaven? You know what I'm going to do, you veterans of these webinars. What am I going to do right now? You tell me what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to wait for you to tell me. What am I going to do right now? You know. Come on, tell everybody else. Vanessa Miles, you've got it. Yes, yes, Susan. The glasses come off, my friends. Yes, this is when it gets serious. No more marbles in a jar. No more lottery tickets. No more treasure chest. No more play money. No more junk that you've ordered from Oriental Trading Company. I'm getting right up. I'm coming right through the screen at you. No more junk. You don't have to give away that stuff anymore. It's marks on the scoreboard. It's practice cards, and that's it. Marbles in a jar, give me a break. Marbles in a jar is not a video game, my friend. They can't even tell when the marbles are going to get to where. And you never are going to say, oh, Johnny, why don't you go up there and change your yellow card from a blue card? You're going to let him get out of his seat? That's what Johnny wants. And If you've got lots of Johnnies and Sams, how do you keep track of who did what when? This way, with the rules, we link a kid to a behavior, positive or negative, and no scolding. It's just practice time, my friends. Great tennis players have to practice. Great bowlers bowl. Great students gesture. Glasses back on. I hope I made my point there. Now, here it is. Pay attention. Sure, you can give unlimited purple cards. Here it is, my friends. Here's the truth. After a decade, we have found that we have probably more levels than we need. But we have lots of levels because there are some special kids, special classes, special times of our career. We want you to know that you have a huge back pocket, but the truth is, if you go level 1 scoreboard consistently, 20 to 30 marks a day in the beginning of the year, and practice cards, hold off until after Christmas if you can. That's going to solve 80% of your classroom management problems right there. So simply, and it's fun. Now, here are the levels again. Scoreboard, there's a program on it, and I'll show you where to go online at the end of the program to get more information. Add the practice cards for individual behavior. Level 3 is next week. Add the Guff Counter for back talk. Week after that, add independence for rebel clicks. You know, when kids bond together to resist you. Then add the bullseye game and the agreement bridge. You've got enough. I never said this before, but you know what? I'm learning as I go. With these 6 levels, you've got enough for 5 years of the same kids. Yeah, think about that. I'll toast to that one. We have had teachers who do a rollover. They have 2nd grade, and then the principal makes them 3rd grade, and they have the same kids, and it still works fantastic after 2 years. Mind Soccer, yes, there are some videos of Mind Soccer on YouTube. Look up Chris Rexstead. Now, my friends, we got an incredible surprise coming up for you. Kim guessed the surprise at the top of the broadcast, but it's still incredible. Incredible surprise coming up in a few seconds. Stay tuned. But let's get the business out of the way. Gosh, practice cards sound great, but how could I get professional development credit? It's Miss Linenthal again. I'm sorry, Miss Linenthal.
That's okay, Coach. You can read it for me.
Thanks, Miss Linenthal. But how could I get professional development credit for this broadcast and a copy of these slides? That's a good question. My friends, maybe I went a little fast tonight. Maybe you'd like to see these slides and don't want to watch the 1-hour program. What do you do? And maybe you need professional development credit. I don't know. Go to wholebrainteaching.com. I'll show you where. Click on the PayPal button and donate $5.23. 523 is the code number for this program. Before long, and the truth is sometimes within minutes, you'll get an email with a professional development certificate and a PDF copy of these slides. Here's the professional development certificate. Yes, we still have a few with the fancy blue borders left. And here's the other side of that professional development certificate. And here's the big picture. Our reform pyramid. The big 7 are daily instruction techniques. We've covered those. We're just getting into our year-long classroom management system, which is the practice cards and more to come. And then on up to basic skills, Learning Heaven, a whole brain developing self-managing class. Now I'm not wrapping up yet, my friends, because I have a surprise coming for you. But if you want more information, go to the First Steps menu, post questions on the forum, download free ebooks, view the videos, and you know what? If you're interested in a summer presentation, summer conference. I've got 6 or 7 colleagues, including myself, who would be delighted to come to your school or district. Send us an email, and let's start working out the details. Now, let's go to the website very quickly. And this is not the surprise. It's cool, but it's not the surprise, my friends. All right. Rise Kinder, it's about time you got here. All right. I'm delighted, Farrah, that you're here. But folks, here is the PayPal right here on the website. You type in $5.23. That's the secret code from you to me, and I send you the professional development certificate. Now, if you want a quick overview of what we talk about every night, every Tuesday night, go up here. First, go to First Steps. Those are some short articles about each of the big 7 daily instructional techniques. Here is a short article about Level 2 practice cards, the scoreboard, practice cards, the Guff Counter, etc. Short articles there. And of course, we wrote a whole book about this stuff called Whole Brain Teaching for Challenging Kids. Download the book if you want lots of details. Now, here it is. Here's a surprise. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a jealous guy. I'm a jealous guy and very, very competitive. My jealousy has a narrow focus. It bugs me to see other teachers helping more teachers than whole brain teaching. That's what bugs me. This is how bad it bugs me. I'm taking the glasses off. I'm watching 60 Minutes. Program comes on, this guy Sal Khan, Khan Academy. The young man has made 3,000 videos. Yeah, go there. He's good, man. He makes like 3 or 4 or 5 videos a day on everything. Addition, subtraction, DNA, economics, algebra, you name it, Sal Khan has made a video, and they're good. Wow. That really made me sad. I said to myself, how can I compete with this guy? He's 3,000 videos ahead of me. A moment of sad silence here. Now his videos are good. I want you to go look at them. They're great. His videos, just a black screen, and he shows a pen, and he talks out loud, and it's so engaging. That's why he can make so many. So I said to myself, I can't beat Sal Khan at his game. Here's a life lesson to you. Let me take a shot here. Can't beat him at his game. He's helping way more kids than whole brain teaching is helping across the world. So, change the game. Yeah. I'll change the game, Sal Khan. Your 3,000 videos that are real good, but they're short and quickly produced, against a handful of jewels, carefully polished, graphically engaging. You see where I'm going with this, Scrap Bunny? You see where I'm going with this? So, it's come to my attention, I mean, I'm a college teacher, what do I know? Come to my attention that the toughest thing to teach is fractions. Yeah, it's fractions. I've taught Kant, Plato, Aristotle, Descartes, Locke, Hume, Nietzsche, Sartre. I've taught all those guys. I started trying to figure out how can I teach fractions. Whoa! Yeah, it's hard. You know far better than I do how hard it is to teach fractions. So, I went to my friends on Facebook. I said, what's the biggest problem you've got with fractions? I said, and boom, flooded with 50 answers, which is rare. And a lot of people said equivalent fractions, Coach B. That's one of the toughies. Now, I've been working like crazy for a week, 2 weeks, trying to figure out a graphically engaging, better than Sal Khan way to teach stuff. Now, fractions is hard, so we need some hook. It's got to look like a cartoon. I knew that. It's got to look like something maybe Disney came up with. I knew that. But what's the hook here? Because fractions are boring. I'll tell you what the hook is. I'm announcing it right now for the first time in live broadcast. Here's the title. Candyland Fractions. Can you dig it? What is more engaging to kids than candy? Candyland Fractions. Let's go to Candyland to learn fractions. Oh, I want to go to Candyland. Tell me before I get any further, and if I don't see a lot of comments here, I'm canceling the preview till next week. Tell me how much you dig Candyland Fractions. What's spinning through your mind? Yeah, I'm taking a drink. Okay. Talk about it. Talk to me. Yeah. That's right. Well, you know what? You're going to use fractions, Scrap Bunny, once you see Candyland Fractions in kindergarten. Check it out. Now, this is going to be a video, but I can't show it as a video because of the way this web broadcast works. It doesn't show videos very well. So I'm just going to go through the slides, and they won't be as cool as the actual slides. So first we got this guy on the right who's going to dive into the screen. He's going to say, "Where am I?" And then the chocolate bar says, "You're in Candyland. We're going to use candy to help you understand the fractions 1/2 and 1/4." Let me just stop right there. Now, I think when this piece is done, there's going to be 3 short movies, 3 minutes each. One that goes to Candyland and answers, "What's a fraction?" And then another that goes to Candyland that answers, "What's 1/2?" And then another that goes to Candyland and answers, "What's 1/2 and 1/4?" I'm jamming all that together right here. Are you with me? Understand what I'm saying? This is just a rough draft. So, let's go to Candyland. And I can't show you the animations. The animation is cool. So the animation, the chocolate bar says, divide a candy stick into 2 parts. Each part is going to be 1/2 and 1/2. You with me? And then there's animations. So use the candy stick to show 1/2 and 1/2. Check this out. There's a chocolate Eclair. Yes! Ha 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 ha! Kids are going to say, "What's a chocolate Eclair?" They're going to love to say that word. Same thing. The chocolate Eclair comes apart in 1/2 and 1/2. And the cool thing about this is that the little text boxes, it's typing in the text boxes. So it shows 1/2 and 1/2 of a chocolate Eclair. So the kids can read as the text unfolds. Yes. I know. I got to tell you this. It's so good it's almost unkind. You know what I'm saying? Those kids are going to be looking at these sweets saying, "Oh." Yeah. All right, let's go back. What's next, my friends? You know what's next. A giant donut. And so I talk about 1/2 and 1/2 of a giant donut. Yes, Reiskinder. And what's next? A huge chocolate egg, 1/2 and 1/2. You got to understand, my friends, that this is all animated. This is all animated. The words come into the box, the 1/2 and 1/2 comes down, the chocolate egg comes apart, so it's moving. You get it, aren't you? I'm so happy. Listen, now this slide is going to look like a mess because it's a bunch of animations all on top of each other. But first I show a 1/2 and 1/2 of the candy stick, then 1/4 and 1/4 of the candy stick. Then I have some arrows that show that 1/4 and 1/4 is 1/2, and some other arrows that show that 1/2 is the same as 1/4 and 1/4. Now we're getting sophisticated here. So imagine this unfolding little by little. Let's go to the chocolate Eclair again. Divide it in half, divide it in quarters, show that the quarters are same as 1/2, show that the 1/2 is same as 1/4. Pamela Rose, I know you want the video. Just keep asking, my friend. Then chocolate bars. half and a half, a quarter equals a whole bar. And now check this out. Check it out, my friends. We're taking the sweet cherry train from Gumdrop City to Jelly Beanville. I said we're taking the sweet cherry train from Gumdrop City to Jelly Beanville. And we go half the distance and another half the distance. And the professor's name is Professor Sugar Candy. He narrates this, and the train moves and the numbers appear on the screen, but we're not done yet. Oh no, let's run the train again. Now the train goes from Gumdrop City to Jelly Beanville, a quarter by a quarter by a quarter by a quarter. And then we see that 1/2 plus a half is equal to a quarter plus a quarter. And now, check it out, my friends. Check it out. It started simple, but it can get challenging, which is what we want. They're engaged with Jelly Beanville and Gumdrop City. And I'm going to make the whiteboard have gumdrops on it, you know, and ice cream cones. It's just going to be ludicrously sweet. I got to settle down. Here's the Gumdrop City. Now, go on back, and here's the ultimate. We will show you, and it's a sweet doozy, that if the sweet cherry train goes half the way, and then a quarter of the way twice, 1/2 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 equals a whole trip. Now we're talking equivalent fractions, my friends, seeing how these fractions can be introduced and substituted, and it's going to introduce further down the line the notion of simplifying fractions. Does the video come with toothbrushes? No, but it comes with a free set of floss. Now, here's a summary. Let me get to the summary. Our friend comes on and says, I get it, but I'm a little tired of candy. Yeah, could he talk about pizza? All right, we'll talk about pizza. And you know what'll happen. He shows how if he eats half the pizza, there's still a half of a pizza left. And then he talks about a quarter of the pizza and how 2/4 is the same as a half and how a half is the same as 2/4. And then he goes back to this board that's going to be loaded up with gumdrops, and he talks about a half and a half is equal to a pizza, and quarters are equal to pizza, and then a quarter is equal to half. You get it? Do you get it? Yes, my friends, I think you get it. It's not finished yet. It's just in PDF form. I think I need about a week more, then I'm going to put it on Facebook. I need some beta testers. Who wants to try this out for me, my friends? It's going to be a little longish. I think I'm going to carve it, though, into about 3 3-minute videos. I think 3 minutes is kind of the maximum attention span. And it's going to be set up so I'll have a voiceover and then turn off the audio and the kids can read the stuff so that you can play it over and over again. Who wants to beta test this thing? Let me know. And you know what? I need some 10-finger woos with lightning sizzles and whatever else you got out there, because this is our first instructional video. Candyland. I think we can do a lot in Candyland. I think we can get those kids saying, can we see the Candyland video again? I don't know. You're going to have to work really hard being good at I'm going to have to see you working really hard playing tetherball before I reward you for good tetherball playing with the Candyland fractions video. Lubbock Lightning, thank you so much. Lubbock, do you think you can use this with your kinders? Folks, you need to go on to Facebook if you haven't already and registered there, so that when I do post it on Facebook, you can get it, you can view it. And I'll tell you what else. Can you tell me something? I need to know this. Pay attention. I need to know this. When you go on whole brain teaching, let's go there. I know that your school districts, most of them block YouTube. Give me an uh-huh. But when you go to our videos here, up here on Whole Brain Teaching, can you play the videos even though your school district blocks YouTube? Because the videos come from YouTube. If we knew that, then we could put all the videos on our website and link them back to YouTube. So Kim, tell me, you especially, I just need one person. Kim, your school district blocks YouTube, but you can play the videos on our website. Is that correct? Oh, Susan, I'm sorry. I wonder why. Dancer, can you try the videos on our website to see if they can play from there even though your school blocks YouTube? Oh, YouTube isn't blocked. Well, that doesn't help me. Jagawald. Nancy, let me know about that, will you? All right, my friends. Any questions about practice cards? Next week, of course, is the Guff Counter. We love helping you out. We've had a huge audience tonight. You know what we're going to do, what we always do before we sign off. I'm waiting for a few questions. Deb, check it out too for me, will you? Well, I'm on Facebook all the time, my friends, and I'm fielding and answering questions, so yeah. The iPhone app is not done. It's getting closer and closer, Scrap Bunny. No, you didn't miss it. When a student gets out of their seat to remove a practice card, my friends, that's violating rule number 4. It's not a smart choice. It's violating rule number 5. That's not keeping your dear teacher happy. And if that behavior keeps up, well, you know what? We've got a lot more levels in the living video game. McGee, can you play the videos off the site? That's what we need to know. All right. Can we make an app for the Android? Well, you know what? I got to tell you the truth. This app is costing us $2,000 out of Coach B's pocket and also Jason Pedersen, our programmer. I'm hoping we're going to just not go broke with the app, and then we'll go on to Android. All right, my friends, you know what we do at the end. You know what we do. It's so much fun. Let us know where you're from. Let those places just flow right now. Let's see. We got anybody who's outside California, who's inside California. Let us know. Let the information rain down. New Hampshire, Maryland, Paradise, Canada, oh yeah. New Jersey, Delaware, Arizona, Wisconsin, Venezuela, oh yeah. Casper, Wyoming, Pittsburgh, Victorville. Teaching in Taiwan, Arlington, Pennsylvania. My friends, that is incredible. Be sure to look at the calendar as we develop more conferences. We have a lot of conferences. It's just Coach B's problem is getting them online. But do note, we have one coming up in Kansas. Huge conference in Louisiana. And I need to put the details of the Midwest Conference coming up on July 11th and 12th. Roosevelt, Utah. All right, my friends. Thank you, Deb Weigel. I will be in Pennsylvania. I'll be in York, PA. Pay attention. I'll put the information on the website before long. Probably York, PA. I think that's in June or July. Let's get the old calendar out here. I'll be in Bakersfield in May, a couple of places. I'll be in Montana, May 4th. I'll be in Bakersfield again, 23rd and 24th. I'll be in San Jose, June 2nd. Louisiana, June 15 and 16. Penn State, York, June 19. Jackson, Missouri, the 26th and 27th. Walsh University in Ohio, July 11 and 12. Keep after me to post these things. I've just been so busy with the fractions video. All right, my friends. That's great. So this is what we always say. Power to the teachers. God bless us all. Coach B signing off until next Tuesday night when we talk about the Guff Counter. Stay online and talk to each other a little bit if you want, my friends.